I'm forming my own cloud here.
Stop. Stop! Hi, Beach. Hold on. Jesus Christ. So how's stuff been?
Oh, it's been absolute crap.
Oh, why?
Do you remember that chick I told you about that, like, she nearly got me jumped?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she thinks she's my friend again.
Fucking what, mate?
So I'm very confused.
I'm gonna fucking die next year.
Oh, well, you're in year 9 next year, right?
I'm in year 10 next year.
Oh my god, that means we're gonna be in the same grade.
I know. We
Wait,
can
what?
sister struggle together. I like organized my desk like all nice and clean for this. Because I had the intention that I would like paint my nails or something, and then I fucked my nails up, so we're doing great.
I painted my nails and then I went to work and my manager was like, no, I have written down some ideas to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Adam and Eve, right?
Mm-hmm.
They used to live on a different planet, and humanity also lived on that planet, but we fucked it up so much that we sent Adam and Eve in a tripod thing to Earth to, like, redo society, and then that other planet, everyone just died, and then Adam and Eve were on Earth, and we're all from Adam and Eve. I don't know if it'd make sense, but it wouldn't, because how would they have the technology back then? Second theory. The deep web is fake and it's set up by the government for people who are actually looking to do illegal things, but every time you go on the deep web, you get caught. And then that guy on YouTube who does videos on the deep web, or like there's people who do like deep web unboxing videos, they're paid by the FBI.
To like reel people in.
Yeah.
That would be cool, actually. That's like a good idea. Like it's like a big thing. Like, oh, you know, dark web, ooh, illegal. Ooh. So people were like going at like, oh, I want to sell illegal things, and then you're like, ha, gotcha, bitch.
No, like you're on the deep web, right? And you're searching through, and you're about to purchase your cocaine, right? And then a different tab opens. Ha, gotcha, bitch. And then the FBI just busts through your window.
Like, instead of saying like FBI open up, they're just like, knock knock, gotcha, bitch.
Imagine just walking out the house, right? You've gone to go get a loaf of bread or something, and then you walk out the house and the FBI's there like, here's your cocaine.
It's an FBI man handing you the cocaine. Inside the cocaine it says, gotcha, bitch.
Yeah, and then like you go to snort it and then it rearranges itself like gotcha.
Have you seen this thing? It was like an old trend where like I was like, oops, spilt my rice, and like it's just like the rice like spells out like send nudes. Gotcha, bitch.
Gotcha, bitch.
Gotcha, bitch. Oh god. Do you know who John Mulaney is?
I've heard of that name before.
He's a comedian, and he has one bit in one of his shows where he talks about Trump, and he essentially uses an analogy of Trump is like a horse loose in a hospital. It is probably my favorite John Mulaney bit, because it's like sometimes you'll get a news report and it's not bad, but it's kind of like the horse has learnt to use the elevator, and then the next day it's like the horse has decided he will run at all the babies and stomp them to death, and he's like, that's what I thought you'd say, you dumb fucking horse. It is my favorite bit. It is fantastic. Oh, I got a text. Ow. Fuck. Alright, well, ripperoni. Someone texted me and I can't reply because I don't really want to move my phone. Oh, just to let you guys know, you can't buy this blanket. It's from AirAsia. We stole it.
And then AirAsia watches this.
I mean, like, fucking... Wait, let me find the tag. So, me being, like, only, like, a semi-rich kid, my family like... Yeah. My family, like, once got to go on a... Can you see that? Nikki.
No, I can't. Yes, I can.
This is fucking AirAsia. So, like, we went on skybeds. So, skybeds are, like, pretty lit. They're just, like, reclining chairs that have extra padding on them. And they got a bit more room.
You take me.
It's, like, oh, so good.
I can't believe you did not take me.
I'm sorry. And, like, okay,
We've
so,
been
like...
friends for, like, 14 years,
Okay,
guys.
beach. We were, like, flying back from Malaysia. I know, it's scandalous. And, I know, I was, like, fast asleep. And my mum was, like, to the flight attendant, like, my daughter never sleeps soundly. Can we have this blanket? And she was like, sure. So, you know, now we have it. We managed to smuggle it home. We, like, shoved it in our suitcase while we were on the plane.
Such a naughty family.
I think we have 2. We also have, like, 4 Malaysia Airlines blankets, too. They're blue, and they have feathers in them.
Oh, yes, I know. I sleep with them every time, and they're freezing. I don't know how you sleep with them on a plane.
I don't know. I usually don't actually sleep with them. We usually make like a fort. So you pretty much just like, you get it and you like tuck it into the person in front of you's headrest seat, which we always ask them. And then also you like tuck it behind your neck so you have like a little like, it goes like over the sides of your head and the top so no one can talk to you. And
Imagine being a flight attendant and seeing a fucking fort.
You're just like walking down the aisle and all of a sudden you just see a cave. So, okay, you're walking down the aisle, right? Imagine this is, like, the person in front of me's seat. You're, like, you know. You see this, right? And you just...
You walking down the hall. Miss, you can't do that. What are you doing under there? What? Is there drugs?
Except it's, like, so much thicker. Like, you can't see through those blankets. Alright.
Femininity.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Okay.
I hate it. Like, when did I cut my hair?
Like a year ago now.
Not quite. I cut my hair in... I think it was March. Because I had gone to school for like a little while, like a couple of weeks. And then I came back and I was like, hi beach. And like my whole head was fucking shaved. I don't know. I found that my hair grows very, very slowly. So
We love that.
we really fucking hate that. Like, I don't know. I have a lot of like trans friends and like they're always like, dysphoria. And I'm like, cool, don't know what that is. I mean, I do, but I like haven't experienced it myself, so I was like, I like genuinely I do understand now. Anyone that didn't know me prior to me shaving my head just like it's like, hey dude, hey man, how you doing, my guy? And I was like,
I remember when your hair was up to your ass cheeks.
But yeah, I like shaved my head and then I got like the little like quiff fringe thing that I had, which I really like. It's really easy to style. It looks like kind of okay on me. Only problem is I literally like look at myself in the mirror, I'm like, I look like a boy.
Jesus.
People, yeah, either people think that I, like, they just think I look like a guy, so they call me he, or they think that I, like, I know that I'm trans, so they're just like, oh, I'll just respect their pronouns, which is not he, him, you
Oh my
slugs. Alright, so, like, yeah, I have, like, really broad shoulders, and I have, I don't know, I have, like, the deepest voice out of most of the kids in my class, and it's, like, mainly boys, so...
Excuse me? Do you hear how deep my voice is?
Yeah, okay. It's great. Also, it's not just at school, either. I'm like, oh, you have a beautiful son. I was like, great. And I'm just, like, too, like, to correct people. Even though it literally makes me, like, want to die. It's, like, having, like, fucking, like, backwards dysphoria, and I want to. sister,
It is dysphoria, you moron.
okay, like, it's, well, okay, it's not, like, it's not really dysphoria. Dysphoria is, like, it's kind of different. Dysphoria is feeling disconnect from the gender you're born in, which I fucking don't. Like, I know I'm a girl because I'm biologically a girl, but I think I just look like a fucking boy all the time.
This is what wigs are for, then you can get snatched.
I know. I, like, honestly, yeah. So I'm, like, trying to grow my hair out again. I haven't cut it in a while, and I'm gonna have a mullet soon, so that's Sister great. Sister will, like, pop off. I tried painting my nails for a while, but then I just, like, I can't not bite my nails, and I don't really want to have nail polish, in my mouth, so gave up on that. Also, I can't paint nails for shit. I can't really be bothered to do makeup. Also, I'm not good at it, so, you know, go off.
You are pretty good at it.
No, fucking not. But, like, I'm currently trying to find, like, skirts and shit, because, you know, the high school.
Should come down there and we could go on, like, a skirt shopping trip.
Yeah, like, me and one of my friends, we went to Marion, and we literally went to, like, all of the stores there, and, like, none of them, only one of them had skirts, and they were, like, pencil skirts, and they were awful.
Do you remember that one time that my biological mum bought, like, a pencil skirt for me in primary school, and that one day I rocked up in it, and it was, like, one of those tight, sexy ones? And I was just walking around school looking like a fucking stripper. And I was only, like, fucking 7.
Like, 2nd grade Nikki just, like...
No, I was a chubby little fuck.
God, like, when am I fucking old? Like, there was, I still go to Girl Guides because, you know, she still does it. She's a leader now. She's very nice. She found a photo of when I was, like, 10. And, like, okay, so my face currently, let's try to get some light that's, like, kind of okay. Alright, whatever, that'll work. So my face is kind of like this now. I know, my cheeks have gotten much chubbier recently, and I don't know why, and it makes me want to die, but my face is, like, quite long now, and this photo, my face actually looks like...
A fucking...
Hold on.
looks amazing.
No, it looks like this. You probably can't see that. It looked actually just like a full-blown circle. Like... Oh, so that's what I've been drawing. It looks ugly as fuck when I go off. It, like, 100%, it was just, like, so round. It was, like, just, like...
Remember that one time that we went on a Girl Guides trip to that beach place, and then we had that argument for, like, 10 solid minutes about who was sleeping on the top bunk, and then I ended up just being depressed at the bottom. And then the next morning, everyone went out to the beach part, and then, like, we all found hermit crabs, and we were making them all fight to the death.
Dolphin camp. Dolphin camp?
Yeah.
Yeah, so... if you don't know me in real life, like, soz, but, like, I have this really weird thing where I don't like sleeping away from my own home. Sleepovers, don't do well with that. Camps are, like, actually,
Remember
like...
break down to Canberra because you missed her.
Okay, shut the fuck up! How could you do this to me? This is betrayal! Okay, no, so, yeah, my primary school, we had this, like, school trip that, like, all the kids went to where you went to Canberra. Here in Australia, we have this thing called the ACT, Australian Capital Territory, and that's where Canberra is, and that's where all the politician-y things happen. So, it's really boring. Don't go there. It's really cold too. So, our school went there, and it's like a whole week. Oh, is it a whole week?
Yeah.
It's like a whole week camp, and it's like a 14-hour bus ride there, and since we were a public school, we didn't get to, like, get a plane. So, like, your parents couldn't come, like, pick you up unless you did something, like, really bad. I remember one kid got picked up. Who was that?
Wasn't that?
I don't think it was.
You're gonna fucking asthma attack.
Oh, I'm gonna. I remember that. I'm also gonna have to bleep his name out. Okay. Did he actually? Because I remember that you went in our bus because your bus forgot you.
Yeah. So like he had an asthma attack.
Yeah, at like
my bus left.
Cockington Green.
Yeah.
That was a
Cockington
shit.
Green
That was a
was choking
shit
on the
show.
cock.
That was, our Canberra trip was so shit compared to this year's one.
Yeah. And so, like, he had an asthma attack. My bus left me behind. They went to the hospital. I went in with you guys, and no one fucking talked to me on the bus. Gee, thanks.
Bitch,
And
I
then-
did. I was talking to you about how, like, okay, so my bus, our teachers and bus drivers were pissed at us because I know some kids littered in the back of the bus. So for the entire trip, except for the end where we had the 14-hour bus ride, the whole back of the bus was like off limits, so they'd put like a broomstick over the seat so no one could walk past there, so the toilets were off limits too. So since like it was cut off where there was only just enough seats for every kid, Nikki had to sit like just past where the broomstick was. And they didn't move the broomstick either, you just sat behind it. So this year I also went on a camp for school. I really liked it. I don't know what happened. I didn't even have a single breakdown. How good is that? I think I just reached the point where I was like actually just that disconnected. That I was just like, okay. When are we gonna meet up again? Like, bitch.
next week.
Next week. I don't think I can. Okay, we're going to Tasmania. Did I tell you that?
No, you didn't.
Oh, we're going to I'm so excited.
Oh, fuck, that's why you can't catch up, because next week is fucking Christmas. Fuck me up the asshole.
So not next week and not the week after, because we're in Tasmania for New Year's for like, I think it's like 7 days? 7 days? I don't know. But I'm excited to go to Tasmania because I've wanted to go for a while. I think it's really cool. But what I'm not excited for is we're driving to Melbourne, which, if you have never driven to Melbourne, it's about, depending on which route you take, it's like it can take from 9 hours to 14 hours to get to Melbourne. And then we have to take a ferry, which is, Nikki, it's like a 10-hour ferry ride and I want to die.
Me too.
Oh god, I'm actually gonna...
Okay, wait, so 2 weeks from now, okay, so blah blah, does that mean you'd be back by the 7th?
I think so. Possibly, I'm not sure.
Okay. Well,
I mean, we have 7 weeks, so... 7 weeks for school holidays, baby.
Baby.
Oh, do you know what Christmas presents you're getting?
No, but I can swear to fucking God, I'm getting a phone and I'm psyched, except I'm not.
What phone do you think it'll be?
An iPhone, hopefully. If it's a Samsung, I'm gonna have a breakdown because I hate Samsungs.
Samsungs are they're shit.
Not to sound like a rich bitch or whatever, but like, it is a phone and it's
guys, my family's always broke and like Samsungs, they're shit. Android, pretty good, but Samsung, just bad. Apple also can suck my dick. Apple is awful.
Hangs up cold. You have an Apple laptop?
Yeah, okay. So the reason that I have like a little bit of like a couple Apple products is because my school is an Apple school, which they thought would be a good idea. I don't know why. So I have an iPhone 6 Plus, and I have a MacBook for school, because I had a Android phone which I loved dearly, and then I completely shattered the screen because I dropped it from like this far off the ground one time, and the screen was just completely awful. But it still worked. But then I got this phone because it was hella cheap, and also because AirDrop is so helpful.
Oh my god, wait, what do you mean it was hella cheap? Where did you get it?
I got off eBay. So an iPhone 6 Plus of like the model that it is, it has like quite a lot of space. Like the retail price is like $500 to like $800. How much do you think I got this one for?
Oh god, if you got it for super cheap, I'm gonna have a breakdown.
Okay, it's not super cheap, but it definitely saved us like, you know.
Did you get it for like 400?
300, like a little bit over 300. Because it only has one default, so they can't really like sell it, you know? So it's like, you know those things on eBay where it's like quick buy, where it just has like a bunch of shit that doesn't work or has been returned, and then you can just buy like a big box of it.
Yes.
So this phone is like that, except it's not a big box, it's a phone. So it has one default, which is that the up volume button doesn't work.
Well.
Okay, well it does work, but it's like stuck down, so you have to press it extremely hard. But the down volume button does work, and you can just like do that swipey up thing, and it brings like that whole like control panel thing, and you can just up the volume there. So I don't see what the problem is. It's a cheap ass phone and it works pretty well. So you know what I'm mad about?
Yeah.
iCloud sucks.
It does.
Like, what the fuck? Just, you have like an option to go like, oh, I know, you can have 5 gigs, I think that's what gigabytes, or you can have 50. That's your next option up. Like, what the fuck?
What about 320 gigabytes?
I don't have that much. Like, currently I'm trying to find a USB so that I can put all my 21 Pilot concert videos on it, because that's what I did for Panic at the Disco. I filled up whole USB, and I also kept my phone like fairly like spacious. Yeah, your bitch, like I went to so much stuff this year. Like, it was really a good year for me. I mean, you could have come with me. It was like pretty good. I cried 7 times. I cried 7 times because I cried 3 times outside the concert, where I literally just like fucking broke into tears. I'm a little bit like a tiny bit disappointed because like they cut quite a lot of songs. I mean, they always do for not Adelaide shows, but they always do for Australia shows. But this year, I mean, I understand that it's probably difficult to like, they had a sky bridge for the America ones where it like come down and Tyler would like go up, like, you know, like climb from over the sky bridge from the main stage to like this little mini stage. Didn't have that, lol. Didn't have a second stage. They did have like a little post for Tyler when he climbs for car radio at the back, and then he like runs through the crowd when it's all dark so no one can see him. And then they also cut all of the cover songs, and then also they didn't do Bandito. They did do Leave the City, which apparently they didn't do at the Perth show, so rip Perth. But no, it was still pretty good. It was pretty Gucci. I can send you the videos too if you want.
Oh yes.
I will. I don't know what to send it though, because I don't know how, lol. Like, I don't know if it's just on my phone, but the iMessage on my phone is like, video's too long, thought. Yeah, I went to that concert. I also went to the Panic at the Disco concert. I also went to Dan and Phil. We drove to Melbourne this year for Dan and Phil, and it was quite possibly one of the best experiences of my entire life. So currently we're at 21 Pilots Bandito Tour. Like, what? Okay, it's called the Bandito Tour, but they didn't even play Bandito for us. What the fuck?
Oh fuck.
But yeah. So 21 Pilots Bandito Tour for number 1. Interactive Entry Brett for number 2. I don't know what number 3 is. I like, you know.
T.
But no, it was like the second that they came out, I was actually just like in tears. I don't know. I think it was just like a build up because I had been waiting all year. So it was in July, I think. We had bought the tickets for Christmas in 2017. So like
Yeah.
I had some really, really good seats. And it was like, it was so good. I know. It was just like all the waiting and then the drive and then the staying and then the preparing and all the stress and stuff. You know, meeting new people, getting merch, whatever. And then you like sit down, you wait, you go through all like the song list, you know, and then they just like come out and I was just like in tears.
Yes, I'm lived with 3 brothers now.
Ooh.
Oh.
This is
And
news.
yes, I will explain. But he was like, here, have a Dorito. And I'm like, oh, I fucking love Doritos. Like, oh, cuz, like, bro, I love you. And I had it, and I didn't realize it was chili. So, what do? I passed out on the kitchen floor, and then my dad walked in on me. And, like, I woke up and I was like, give me some fucking milk. And then, this is back in a time where I could have milk without not feeling like shit.
What,
and
you
then-
lactosed?
Yes.
Lactosed in toddler ants.
Yes. It's very sad. But, yeah, and, somehow if my brother's watching your channel, fuck you.
Yeah, recommend them to me. Like, you know, subscribe, like this video, you know, Gucci. It's probably like a good time to end the video. I have like, you know, over an hour's worth of shit to edit now. Wait. Bye, sluts.